Hey everyone, it's Sekaar, and today we're going to be going over my Oakensoul MagSorc build that I've been using lately for the Update 41 chapter. I know that Oakensoul isn't going to be best in slot by any means on any build, but I wanted to do an Oakensoul build regardless because I know that we've got a lot of people that can't use 2 bars, whether it's for quality of life purposes, disability purposes, or what. So I kind of wanted to make more accessible, friendly builds like this. So real quick, before we get started with the build, if you guys want to help me out and hit that subscribe button or that like button, or both, I would highly appreciate that. So without further ado, let's get started. We are going to be a Breton on our MagSorc. I really like Breton because of that overall reduced cost passive that you have on all of your magic abilities. I just overall think it's definitely the best way to go as far as any kind of MagSorc build goes. If you want to have a little bit more damage, you can go High Elf and that would help a lot too, but I really like Breton overall. I'm also using the Atronach as my Mundus Stone to increase my overall max magic. Our attributes are going to be 64 points into magic because that's how we kind of do it on MagSorc. So that's going to give us a max magic pool of 35.9k, a max health pool of 30k, and a max stam pool of 16.8k. And then we're also going to be using Artean Pickled Fishbowl. That's going to increase our max health and our max magic as much as possible. So let's go over our gear first. Our monster set is going to be Roxa the Warped. So Roxa, we're going to have a heavy reinforced helmet and a medium well-fitted shoulder. Roxa is just basically going to be your sustain on here. So the 1-piece item is going to give you stam, magic, and health recovery. And then the 2-piece is kind of think of it as death dealers, but for recovery. So each second that you're in combat, you're going to gain a stack of Dark Light up to 30 stacks max, and each stack is going to increase your stamina, magic, and health recovery by 8. So let me bring out my handy dandy calculator on my phone real quick. So we're gonna have 30 stacks times 8. So that's gonna increase our overall stam, magic, and health recovery by an extra 240 plus the extra 70 from the 1-piece. So just having this alone at max facts, this is going to give you 310 extra magic, stam, and health recovery. So I think that that's really helpful for your overall sustain, and I definitely recommend having this on the bar. It was kind of the best way to go about it. At first I was debating on putting Wretched Vitality on my bar, but then I realized that none of my skills are going to be proccing the major condition of Wretched Vitality, so I went with Roxa instead, and I'm having absolutely the best time with it. I really do appreciate it, and I really do like this monster set a lot. Moving on, we also have 1-piece trainee on here as our heavy reinforced chest piece. That's going to increase our overall max health as much as possible. We also have a 5-piece Draugr. This is going to be our only 5-piece on our body. So Draugr, at first I was a little bit hesitant because I was worried about the reduce to our healing, but after having it in action, it's really not a problem at all. So Draugr, it's going to give you a line of max magic, offensive penetration, magic recovery, and increases your damage done by 330, but reduces your healing received by 10%. So that really kind of turns a lot of people off, that healing received reduced cost on there, because, you know, it's kind of a big number. But after trying it out and doing it on an Oakensoul build, I really didn't feel like it was a problem at all. It's not a problem with MagSorc at all because of that extra shield that you have as well. So it really helps a lot. So another thing that a lot of people kind of still question about that, you know, I'm more than happy to answer. Draugr says that it increases your damage done by 330. That's not 330 weapon or spell damage. That's a flat 330. So what that does basically for you guys is, say you put out a little bit of damage and it's 1,000 damage. Then you have Draugr add to that and it's going to be 1,330. So it's just going to add so much extra pressure to all of your abilities, and it's just overall an amazing set that I definitely recommend trying out. We're also going to be using a light Draugr sash in Impen. And then for our feet, we're also going to be using light Draugr in Divines. We also have 1 extra slot on this build as well, so we're doing 1 more piece of Druid's Greaves in Reinforced. That way we can get our extra max health a little bit higher as well. So moving on to our jewelry, this is where we get to Oakensoul. So Oakensoul, we have this in the infused trait with a weapon and spell damage enchantment on it. I wasn't sure whether to go infused or arcane, but in the end, I chose infused because I just kind of wanted to do the triple infused and get that extra little bit of weapon and spell damage out as much as possible. So Oakensoul is going to give you a bunch of buffs. So I'm just gonna go over a few of them real quick. You're gonna gain Minor Berserk, Minor Courage, Major Brutality, Major Sorcery. So going right there, that's a bunch of extra damage that you have at all times. And then you don't even need to buff up for that too, so that's great for your damage. Also, Major Sorcery, Major Prophecy, Major Savagery. Prophecy and Savagery can increase your overall crit percentage as well, so that's huge. Minor Force is going to increase your critical damage. Minor Protection is going to increase your tankiness. Major Resolve is going to increase your tankiness as well. Minor Mending, Minor Fortitude, Minor Intellect, Minor Endurance. That's going to increase your healing received as well as your recovery as well. So that's huge. And then also Minor Heroism, which is really what I really like on this build, because on this build we are using Overload, and Overload costs 23 ultimate, and so it's pretty cheap. And with Oakensoul, you're always getting ultimate in the middle of a fight, so you're able to get so many overloads just going at all times because of that Minor Heroism. I think it's a match made in heaven, and I really like it a lot. So Oakensoul, I definitely like using it on this build. I definitely think it's a fun time, and I definitely recommend trying it out because, you know, if you like it, cool. If you don't, hey, look, that's part of the game, and you can always try new things in the future. The rest of our jewelry is going to be a Draugr ring in infused with a weapon and spell damage enchantment on it, and the other one is going to be a Draugr amulet infused with a weapon and spell damage enchantment on it. And then onto our weapon, we're using an Asylum Perfected Inferno Staff charged with a poison damage enchantment on it. So Asylum Perfected Inferno Staff, I'm using Inferno Staff because it does extra damage with your status effects, so I really wanted to try that and see how that goes. And overall, I've been really liking it. I feel like it weaves a lot better than Lightning Staff, and overall I have a lot better time on Inferno Staff lately. But what Asylum Inferno Staff does is the Perfected line gives you an extra little bit of weapon and spell damage, so that's always awesome to have at all times. And then the two-piece, what it actually is every second cast of Force Shock will always apply the Burning, Concussion, and Chilled status effects, and that also needs to be occurring within 5 seconds of the initial Force Shock as well. So what that does is it just applies a bunch of extra status effects at all times, and that extra damage at all times between this and then Draugr is huge. I'm chunking people's health bars with this build, and I love it so much. If you don't have the Perfected line, that's completely fine. Just go and do it on normal. There's groups running all the time. Go to Craglorn, make sure you get these things. These are awesome to use. I use Asylum Staves on MagSorc. I use it on Warden. I try it on a bunch of different builds. I definitely recommend trying it out. So let's go on to our CP real quick before we get into our skills. Our blue slotables are going to be Deadly Aim, Master at Arms, Arcane Supremacy, and Weapons Expert. Our red slotables are going to be Bastion, Survival Instincts, Sustained by Suffering, and Pain's Refuge. And our green tree, what we really care about is Breakfall, Rationer, and Liquid Efficiency. So let's move on to our skills real quick. This is going to be our last little bit that we're going to be onto the footage of this build. We're going to be using Crushing Shock as our main spammable. This is going to be what's proccing your Asylum Inferno Staff. And then on top of that, look at this real quick, guys. So hear me out. It does, when you hit an enemy with this, it's going to do 3,462 flame damage, 3,462 frost damage, and 3,610 shock damage. And also, just think about that extra damage from the status effects being applied from Asylum Staff. And then also, think about the extra little bit of damage from Draugr every time you hit somebody with this. That is so much extra pressure, and I definitely recommend trying this out. It has been an absolutely amazing time, and I have zero regrets. Zero regrets about trying this out. I've been loving this as a spammable. We also have Hardened Ward on here, which is going to increase our overall healing and shielding. This is basically going to be your best defensive option on this build. So when you apply this, you're going to get a shield that's worth about 9,400, and it's also going to heal you for about 7,000 health as well. So that's huge. It's also going to be, it's just a great way to just be defensive. I think shields are incredibly strong in this current patch, and I think that they're very overtuned, so definitely take advantage of it while you can. Hardened Ward is the way to go. Also, Resolving Vigor. It's up for debate whether you need this skill or not. I think that Hardened Ward is a pretty solid heal on its own, but I still wanted a second heal, so I still went with this. So this is going to be a nice 5-second heal over time to get you right back up to full health. Comboing this with Hardened Ward is a great way to make sure that you just don't die, period. Also, on top of that, you're also going to get Minor Resolve, so it's going to increase your physical and spell resistance by 3k for 20 seconds. And then also, finally, we have Streak as well. Well, not finally. We have Streak. This is going to be a very multifaceted skill. This is going to be, you can do multiple things with it. You can CC your enemies with this, so this is a great way to kind of control the fight. That way, they can't get momentum, and you could get your offensive pressure out there. This is a great way to engage into fights. If somebody's too far away, get a little bit closer with Streak, you'll catch up to them. If you want to get away from a fight, if you're getting zerged down, Streak is a great way to get out of dodge quickly. So it's a very nice skill, and also if your enemies that execute, it does do 6,600 damage. So look, you hit a bunch of abilities on them simultaneously and then hit Streak over them and then turn on them. That Streak's gonna do a little bit of extra pressure, and don't sleep on that. And then also Crystal Frag. Basically, do not use this until you get the instant proc on that. I'll show you guys what the instant proc looks like in a second, after I'm done explaining both this and the next skill. This is going to do 11,000 damage, and on top of that, when you get the instant cast, you get a getting the instant cast, you have a 33% chance to get it while using a non-ultimate ability, and so that will make it do an extra 66% more damage. So 11,000 plus that 66%, that is huge. So actually, let me just show you guys this real quick. So look at the bottom real quick, right here. You'll see that it's just that normal skill. Say that I just hit a bunch of abilities. I'm just trying to hit abilities to get it procced. Does it proc? Does it have to be in combat? I think it has to be in combat. I think I'm just not getting any good luck. All right, never mind. Don't worry about it. Well, anyway, the symbol will change, and that's the main reason I tried, guys. I'm sorry, I didn't know I'd be in combat. I don't play MagSorc too often, so I apologize. But the symbol will change, and basically that'll mean that you have an instant cast proc. Make sure you only use that when you do have the instant cast proc. It's a lot cheaper, and it's just a great way to make it so that your damage is a lot higher as well. And then we have Power Overload. I know we talked about this a little bit earlier with the Oakensoul Minor Heroism. So it's a very cheap ultimate. It only costs 23 every time you throw one out. Only use the light attacks, really, because the heavy attacks kind of a waste, in my opinion. So the light attacks are going to be, you're going to turn your light attacks into basically lightning bolts, and they're going to be dealing an extra 12,555 shock damages to enemies as well. So comboing your overloads with your crushing shocks into like instant cast crystal frags, you are deleting people's health bars. So whenever you throw out these ultimates, you're going to be consuming 23 ultimate. So that's a really cool thing about having that minor heroism at all times, because you get so much ult charge on this build. It is awesome. And also, Power Overload is going to be buffed by our weapons expert, which is why we have increased the damage done of our light and heavy attacks as well. So that's why we have that on there as well. Also, real quick, I'm using tripods as well to increase my overall health, magic, and stamina, as well as getting that sustain on there as well. And also, did I ever mention Vampire Stage 3? I'm always Vampire Stage 3, I forgot about that. But yeah, Vampire Stage 3. But guys, that is the entire build. I really hope that you guys enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys staying till the end right here. I know it's been a weird time with ESO lately. I feel like it's kind of in a dry spell, but overall, I'm still trying to have fun with it. I'm still trying to enjoy myself. And overall, I really do appreciate you guys being here. I think that's really what's important. I appreciate you guys watching. I couldn't do this all without you. So thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Later. All right, so I've been trying to get some kind of PvP and open world to get some clips for this video, for this build, and it is so laggy that I do genuinely like the build a lot, but I genuinely can't get a good fight because it's just so laggy and just zergy all the time that I can't get any good clips. Like, I got that other 1v3 clip that I'll show after this, which is really nice, and it showcases the build really well, but I can't do anything. So I was like, hey, what if I just showed off a BG instead? It won't be nearly as laggy. It won't be nearly as... that guy's got 58k HP. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. So, I know this is a little different from what we normally do. But you know what? I was like, why not? Ooh, that guy just juked me. Oh my god, he juked me again! I was hoping I can get it that time. Did he go up here? Oh my. Got him. Anyways, it does work really well, and I do like it a lot. Like I wouldn't put out a build that I didn't think was good. So, like, please trust me, guys. Like, it's really a good build. It's just at a point where this game is so zergy and laggy that I literally can't get anything going. So I figured do a BG, put that in there. So guys, thank you so much for watching these videos. Also, I do have a second YouTube channel where I do post daily Battleground content. So if you guys are interested in this and you kind of like this kind of form of content, please go subscribe to the other one. Oh, that was a nice team effort. I thought that I could streak him. Oh my goodness, I'm so bad at that. Wait, do I have detect bots? I do. Okay, cool. Yeah, detect bots I really like. But yeah, so if you guys do like that this kind of content where we're just like BGs, make sure to subscribe to my other YouTube channel. The link will be in the description. I post literally on a daily basis over there. I'm so bad at hitting streak on people sometimes. Hey, man. Like, look at that. I'm so bad at that. Nice. Good team effort. Good team effort. I feel like they're about to come this way through there. Nope. But yeah, the damage is nice on this thing, especially in BGs. Like, I feel like we're doing pretty well so far. Oh, I'm gonna try and steal that kill. You know what? I'm trying to help you there, buddy. I changed my mind. AC 130 above. Who are we aiming for? Who are we aiming for? Let's go for that tank. Okay, I changed my mind. All right, I want to go PvP. I'm not gonna stay here and just do this. Not the bear. Not the bear. 60. I was so flabbergasted that I fell. Oh my goodness, that just fell those. Oh my goodness, everybody's dropping. Oh no. Yeah, I'm not wasting my time on the healers. Like, dude, they've got 2 giant tanks. I'm good. Nice. I wonder if I can. I wonder. Nice. Yeah, this is a tank. I'm good. Wait, AC 130 above. Hey, friend. Hey, friend, get back over. Get back over here. Nice. Oh, I did not mean to hit that. Like, I don't know what this guy thinks he's doing. Like, cool. You're a tank. You do literally nothing. I don't know, guys. I don't like tanks in PvP. I think they're annoying. I think they don't do anything. I think they're just a waste of space. Dang, that hit me hard. Dang! Dang! Yeah, I like this, guys. I like this. I like this. I don't usually play MagSorc that often, let alone 1-bar MagSorcs. So this is the kind of thing that I'm actually having a lot of fun on, and that's really what I care about in this game. Is I'm really kind of getting to the point where, like, I like being a little bit competitive in this game, but I also really like just making sure that I'm having fun. To me, that's what's really important. Hi, friend. So, where did everybody else go? I feel like it's mostly... There's, like, a few Sorcs, but then the rest are, like, either tanks or Nightblades. And it's like... I don't know what I'm supposed to do against that. Like, this dude's brought his little zoo to this BG. Like, I feel like that's pretty irresponsible of him. I feel like that's pretty irresponsible. Got one. I'm gonna see if I can parse on this tank for a little bit. way, bear. My bear's in the way. I'm trying to break that Malubus. Hey, I killed the tank. I mean, that's just a free kill right there. Give me that. Give me the extra. I wanted the extra overload ult. I don't want. I'm done playing with you, dude. I'm done. I want to go find some tanks to fight, or non-tanks to fight. Oh no, Freudian slip, guys. I apologize. You know what? I changed my mind. No! I lost him. Nice. I'm just getting some magic back. Honestly, if you get like a few heavy attacks back in, boom, full magic, easy, good to go. I wonder if as a team we can get that guy. Nice. It's another one down. I feel like together, like with how much I was able to parse this guy down, I feel like we could probably do some damage together as a team, but I'm not too confident, to be honest. I'm not too confident. Everybody's just running around doing objective stuff. I just want PvP, man. What the? Hey guys! There's a lot of animals in there. You know what? I'm gonna save that for a second. They tried to gank me. They were unsuccessful. That's a corrosive there. So guys, I just bide my time and I just get out of that situation. That's a toxic situation that I don't need to be a part of. Nice. I'm good. Hey man, I'm back. I'm back. Nice. I need some magic back. Let me get some heavy attacks out there. Heavy attack, one more, and then we're good to go. All right, who are we going for? There's just two tanks. I'm good, honestly. I'm going for this green guy. Hey, man. You hit corrosive on me. I don't know if you remember this. Did I get that kill? I did! Nice. Oh, I really wanted that last guy. Alright guys, but that's basically how the build performs. I feel like it's pretty nice in that kind of situation. 17-0, baby. Almost 1 mil damage in a pretty short time. I liked it. What do you guys think? I hope that you guys do like the build. If you do, please like the video, subscribe, all that stuff. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Later.